This was our first port day of the cruise. It was a long walk through the ship to meet up with everyone. We heard a lot of people saying this ship is just too big. I think we probably would have enjoyed being on a smaller ship.
We're gonna die. I know I'm really small, but I am right over here.
It took forever just to get down the elevator.
So we have to go get into a line, which starts way back there.
Yeah, we're waiting.
Now we're outside waiting for everybody to show up before we start to walk over to Cozumel and start our day at Mr. Sancho's.
I got a handy water. Right. But I got a handy dandy water too. It's just not in a handy dandy thing. Look at the clear water. Yeah.
The weather was wonderful.
You're not gonna fall very far. Yeah.
What do you think, Brady?
I don't think anything.
Anything now, bro? Ready, Mike? So you go relax on the.
A few in our group hopped on the bicycle taxis.
Everybody out of the way.
Did Britton go too?
No, Britain's right here.
Where?
She's back there.
Oh, I forgot her.
It wasn't that far. It took about maybe 5 minutes.
I forgot about. Down, wait for.
I don't know where they're at.
Once we got into the town, the buildings had a lot of charm. They were colorful, they were well kept, and clearly they were aimed towards the tourist visitors. I was thinking about getting a hat, but I figured I'd wait until it was less of a chance of me causing delays.
Yeah, because they had that knives.
Oh.
Some of our group ducked into the shops. I and some others ended up waiting near a small wooden pedestrian bridge.
When I saw it turn on it and go on the.
Sanchos?
Yeah, so it says if you're the essence or if you're the something here.
Eventually, we made our way to a slightly busier area where there was lines for buses and taxis. We were motioned to a van that was heading to Mr. Sancho's. Bring cash so that you can give tips to the van drivers, and also you should bring an actual passport book on a cruise. If you miss the ship and you need to get to the next destination, you're not going to get on a plane without a passport book. Likewise, if something happened to you and you had a medical emergency, you're not going to get a flight back to the States to go to a hospital in the States without a passport book. A passport card is not going to get you on the airplane. If something did go sideways, it's best just to spend the extra money on a passport book as opposed to using something like a passport card on a cruise. When we finally got to Mr. Sancho's, I was persuaded by a local salesperson to buy a hat because I happened to mention something to my wife and he overheard me. So at first he said it was going to be $7. He said, "You want a hat? Here, I got hats for $7." And he directed me into his shop. And then as he's showing me the hat, he goes, "This is $20." That was the first hat he showed me. And then when he rang me up, it ended up somehow being $30. So I'm pretty sure I got the tourist pricing. I've never been really good in those kind of situations, so just be prepared. If they say $7, you make sure you repeat it over and over and don't let them sway you to a different price point, because it will happen. While I'm not sure that I got a great price on the hat, I am sure that the price for Sanchos was really good. It was $70 per person, all you can eat, all you can drink, poolside, beachside, buffets, menu items. It was just really enjoyable.
Hugo is my partner.
Checo?
I'm Checo. El que llevas a mí, ahora mí. Si declaras mi presencia en tu vivir, bastaría con abrazar. Hombre de verdad, tanta dicha y feliz, que por fuerza tienes miedo, sabor a mí. No pretendo ser tu dueño, no soy nada, yo no tengo vanidad de mi vida. Soy lo bueno, soy tan pobre que otra cosa puedo dar. Pasarán más de 1000 años, muchos más, yo no sé si tengamos la eternidad. Pero ya tal como a mí, en la boca llevará sabor a mí, sabor a mí. Wow, the zoom on this camera is amazing. Hi, Brady.
Hi.
Hi, Adam. Hi, Mikey.
Mike, you want a fish head?
No.
We had so much fun today. Thank you.
That guy was scary.
There's no loss.
It was like he was just going to come in here.
As far as Robin and I are concerned, this was one of our more enjoyable days on the cruise.
Great job. Hey, we did a great job. Don't go straight. Okay. Making sure you knew.
Robin and I really wanted to go check out something that would have been more unique to the area, like the Mayan ruins. We generally like to go do things that you can't just go do anywhere else. But the rest of the group had their mind set on this, so we decided just to stick with the plan and stay with the group.
So that was our day at Sancho's. It was only $5 a person to get there and then $5 to get back. So that was affordable. So far, we are on day 3, and on the ship, we've only spent about $150. So far, it doesn't make sense to get the all-inclusive drink package. I'm going to meet up with them. I had to take care of some work. I think we're out in the ocean again. I haven't been really paying attention. That was an enjoyable day, but honestly, get a plane here a lot cheaper than buying a cruise and stay in a hotel. And I don't know. People love these cruises, but I think this is a very expensive, bloated. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm enjoying it okay, but not for what we paid. No, not even close to what we paid. We ate at that guy's barbecue restaurant last night. The waiter was totally rude, really, just absurd. So I said something to the manager, and the manager took care of us. He did. Autumn and Mike, they were done. They said, "No, we're not gonna stay here." They had left before I talked to the manager, and the manager insisted he'd make it right. And so he did. He, of course, the food is free anyway, but he gave us free ribs. He gave us the free nicer dessert. He gave our drinks for free, which our drinks are not free. So he did do something to try to make up for the experience. But, like I said, we dealt with a jerk on the check-in. We dealt with a jerk at the restaurant. My point is, between me, my wife, and my daughter, this is like a $6,000 trip. Just the cruise. And we have some money for the excursions, which today was $67 a person. We're just going out and looking at the town tomorrow, but then the next day we're doing some boat things. So then we had to get the gas in the car and stay in a hotel and parking and everything to get here from Iowa to Texas. When we did our 10,000-mile road trip, 10,000 miles, we were gone for 3 months. Our total cost for gas, campgrounds, food, everything was 10 grand. So yeah, I have a hard time justifying this. It's not like we're world travelers or anything, but we do travel. I mean, we've done a lot of trips. From my mindset, what you're getting here just doesn't translate to value. You have to pay to even go on the roller coaster. $15 a ride to ride on a it's a kiddie coaster. They can hype it up as much as they want. It's a kiddie coaster. If you could do this thing for even $1,000 a person, sure. For this room, this room, this is the nice room with the balcony. And if we got it for $1,000 per person, it was just me and Robin, I might consider it. That's still high. We might consider trying a economy cruise someday. Maybe one that's $500-$600 a person. Maybe we'll just have to see. But I mean, like I say, you can get on a plane and just fly somewhere. You don't have to use a boat, and you can get all-inclusive hotel stays. They're making a ton of money. It's not a good deal. It's really not. You could take, if you flop down 5 or 6 grand on a trip like this for 3 people, you can have a really nice trip not going on a cruise. So just from somebody that doesn't have stars in their eyes, just know what you're getting into when you do this. It still has very much, when you're walking around, I feel like I spent 5 grand to go stay at a hotel that's in the Mall of America in Minnesota, or near, what I'm trying to say. It's kind of gimmicky. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go get dinner and see how things go.
Yeah, it does look smoky, according to the camera. Maybe my lens is just dirty.
No, it is smoky.
It is?
Yeah. I asked them if it was earlier because I was like, is it smoky?